Well, good morning and welcome back to Linda's Pantry. And today I'm on the go again. I have to go to Costco. I have to go fill that prescription I picked up yesterday for Michael. So I'm going to drop that off at the drive-thru and then go do my Costco, go pick that up. And then I need 2 more of those ice packs from Walgreens. So I'll have to stop at the other Walgreens over here and see if I can't pick those up for him. And then I'm making a pot of beans. So dinner is going to be handled. I'll make some cornbread to go with that tonight. And I think I'm going to come back and try to get some jelly canned up. Habanero, or the raspbanero, I should say, the raspberry habanero. And maybe I'll give you a little update on how Michael's doing. And there you go. So we're going to be on the road, but I'll leave the vlogging for in the house, because a lot of you are worried about vlogging if you're driving. Now, if I was staring at the camera the whole time and trying to drive, that's different. But if I'm watching the road, and it's no different than talking to somebody sitting in the car with me, in my opinion. But I know that it bothers a couple of you, so we'll keep that to a minimum. All right, guys, I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back. And wind blown. Oh my gosh, that wind is absolutely miserable. So I backed into the garage. It might be a little rough lighting here, but this is my Costco and Walmart together. And I'll kind of go over. I got some mushrooms at Walmart, 4 jars, whoops, 4 jars of pimento peppers, some of Michael's creamer, some organic celery, some prunes for him to snack on, because you know what pain medicine does to you. And a small bag of onions from Walmart, because I forgot to get them at Costco. I don't know why. It was right there. Some orzo pasta. Some more prunes, only these are not dehydrated or dried. They're in, like, you would have it with cream on top. So I'm going to make him a dessert tonight with that. Some coconut milk, and because I forgot that at Trader Joe's, and some white chocolate chips. So that's what I got at Walmart. Let me take that in, and I'll show you what I got at Costco. Okay, so Costco, I bought blueberries, and thankfully I got them when I did, because there was a gentleman that started opening the packages to taste them. He said, you have to taste them, and I said, well, I don't really like the fact that somebody probably ate some of mine, and I'm not getting what I pay for, so I'm glad I got my box first. Yeah, I don't understand people, plus they're not washed. I don't know. Anyways, I spent $109 at Costco. They had the asparagus on sale for $3.49. Usually it's like $7.99 for this big bag. But we'll get that eaten up in the next couple of days. A big bag of chocolate chips for cookies and stuff. I have some organic baby spinach. And organic spring mix. Gotta have it. My organic eggs. These are range-free organic eggs. And they're good. They're still not as good as my girls' chicken eggs. Okay, so Grill Mates by McCormick has a maple smokehouse maple. So I'm gonna try that seasoning. That sounded good. 25-pound bag of sugar, 25-pound bag of flour, and a bag of dog food. And that's the Kirkland Domain grain-free dog food. So I'm going to get all this stuff put away, and then I'm going to check and see how my beans and ham hocks are doing, because they smell really good. When I walked in there, it smells great. And then clean up the kitchen. There's a few dishes. And I just gave Michael some prunes. So anyway, and I'll have blueberries for his cereal. I usually do bananas, but not right now, or not. Okay, so I can utilize this garage refrigerator and need to move stuff around. Looks like I got all kinds of goodies in there. Whew. Oh yeah, now I'm dropping stuff. Okay, I'll be back. So now that I've got my ham all ready to go and my garlic cut up, those 3 ham hocks, believe it or not, only gave me about a half a cup of ham. But I want that smoky flavor they have, so I'm gonna go ahead with that. And I'm doing this about 3 hours before dinner so the vegetables have time to cook because they're cooling everything off in the cold ham from the refrigerator. And this is about a half of a ham steak. So total, maybe 2.5 cups of ham. And very good. And then my secret ingredient, oh my gosh, that I forgot to bring over here. Oh, it's beautiful. It's gonna be so delicious. Okay. Hold on and I'll get my secret ingredient. Okay, so my secret ingredient for a delicious ham and beans soup is orzo pasta. It's fantastic. It adds, orzo gets soft when it swells, so you get a little bit of that silky feel on your tongue, and you don't need a whole lot. I'm just going to put in a half a cup into this, and because I still want some brothiness, maybe I'll add a little bit more. And then let's add 3/4 of a cup. Okay, and that will be perfect. If you lose too much of your liquid, you can always add some more. Add some chicken stock to it or something, but this broth is flavored really nicely, so it'll flavor the pasta as it cooks. And there you go. I keep 3 or 4 of these in my refrigerator or in my pantry at all times because it goes in so many soups, chicken and orzo soup. I really like it because it holds over in a soup where a lot of pastas do not. They fall apart, they swell too much, they fall apart. This one swells, and the more it swells, the better it gets, and the silkier it feels. I love it. So now I gotta get to baking cornbread because that's what's going on next. All right, guys. Okay, so we are going to let the dogs out. I just fed them, and these two hoosie pets have to go outside. The other 2 ate outside. I'm still keeping only the very calm available to Michael. Sage doesn't bother him, and Strut either. And yeah. The other 2, I'm afraid that they're too rambunctious. So what have I done since I got home? Oh my goodness. I made jalapeno cheddar cornbread with honey, and this is one of my very favorite recipes. It's so good. And I like to serve it with a little extra honey on it, so we might be trying out my honey from Hawaii. I didn't use that in the cornbread. I used an organic honey from Brazil. Weird. And then over here is my beans. You guys saw part of that. And for those of you that are that showed up to the LuLaRoe online party, thank you. Nicole really appreciates it. Look at this pot of beans. Oh my goodness. Now that is ham and beans at its finest. And with the orzo pasta as a twist, trust me when I tell you, you're going to love it. It adds just a whole new dimension that you don't even expect. And the first time I tried this, I was like, I'm never having ham and beans again without the orzo. So, very windy, blustery day outside. It's just been, nobody wants to be out in that weather. And I almost want to share some of this with my neighbor. I'm going to text her and say, hey, can I bring you some ham and beans and cornbread when it's time for dinner? Save her some cooking time because there's plenty. 5 quarts is way too much for Michael and I. And that whole pan of cornbread, that's a I believe this is an 8-inch skillet. That's too much cornbread for us too. Still got my bone broth on. Still going. And in fact, I was going to save the ham hock bones, but I thought, you know, I'm just going to throw them in there. They were already cooked. I threw them in, and they'll add to the bone broth. And Michael actually said that that was the best batch of bone broth I've made to date. But I think it's because I add the cumin and the turmeric. So, I'm going to get some clothes out of the dryer and move some clothes to the dryer. And let's see if I can get him to answer. Hey, how are you feeling? You're not on camera. They can hear you though. How you feeling?
Fine.
He's fine. He's fine. He's watching TV. He's been up. He's been able to space the pain meds out further, huh? Mm-hmm. And still icing and elevating the hand. So we were able to, I'll show you the paint or the ice patches that I got. I went and bought 2 more so they could rotate the ice bags. And these are Walgreens brand, and I believe these are 11 by 7 inches. But this is what it looks like. And it's kind of a fabric and a gel inside, but you can mold these to the shape that you need. And so initially it needs 2 hours to freeze, and it still stays soft and pliable. And he really likes them. Ice in plastic bags, sweat all over the place. I don't want that bandage getting wet. And then I'll show you the sleeve that he got to use to take a shower. It did work. I had to cut a bigger hole out of, or the hole bigger, but let's see. Yeah, it is over here. So it's just this big sleeve that goes over your arm, and that hole, it stretches and then it seals up tight on your arm so no water can get in. So that worked really well. It was worth the money. Anyway, so now I think I'm gonna get my laundry collected, and we will show you when dinner's ready. All right, guys. It's been kind of an uneventful day, actually, but at least I got some stuff done. Oh, and I could not go get the prescription. They'll fill it, but the insurance won't take care of it until tomorrow, so I'll go pick it up tomorrow. This is expensive enough. You need to save wherever possible. And I don't even know that he's going to need them, but he really only has enough to last till tomorrow morning. And it's pretty sore. When they cut and screw you together, it's really sore. All right, guys. So here's a shot of the cornbread and Michael's dinner, and everybody loved it, including my neighbors. See you tomorrow.